Many middle-class Americans do everything right on paper. They get a decent job, they pay their bills on time, maybe they even have a 401k. And yet, their bank account is always close to zero. In this video, we'll break down why so many middle-class Americans stay broke and what you can actually do about it. Let's start with what broke really looks like for the middle class in America. It's not always missing rent or skipping meals. More often, it looks like this. You get paid, your balance jumps, the bills hit, the automatic payments go out, and 2 weeks later, you're staring at the same small number again. You're not in a full crisis, but there is never enough left over to build real savings, pay off debt faster, or move your life forward. Every month feels like a reset. You promise yourself, next month I'll finally get ahead, but then the car needs work, groceries cost more than you planned, or some random fee hits your account. It doesn't feel like you're wasting money on luxury. It feels like the basics keep getting more expensive, and your paycheck never stretches far enough. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. In this video, we'll focus on 3 big reasons why this happens to so many people, and 3 practical steps you can start using even if your income doesn't change. Reason number 1 is lifestyle creep. When your income goes up, your lifestyle quietly rises with it. You move to a slightly nicer apartment, you lease a slightly nicer car, you eat out a little more often, you upgrade your phone a little sooner. None of these decisions feel crazy in the moment. Each one feels like a normal reward for working hard. But together, they eat almost all of your raise. Your take-home pay goes up, but your must-have monthly spending climbs right along with it. So instead of extra money going towards savings, investments, or debt payoff, it disappears into a slightly more expensive version of the same life. The dangerous part is that lifestyle creep feels natural. Friends, social media, and advertising all push you toward just a bit nicer. You don't notice the trap until you realize that, even with a higher income than a few years ago, you still feel just as stressed about money as before. Reason number 2 is endless debt payments. Credit cards, car loans, personal loans, and buy now, pay later offers all fight for a piece of your paycheck. For many Americans, hundreds of dollars every month go toward minimum payments. On the surface, it seems manageable. Each payment on its own doesn't look that bad, but minimum payments are designed to keep you in debt for a very long time. You pay and pay, and the balance barely moves. Interest quietly eats a huge part of every payment. That constant drain on your cash flow leaves almost nothing for saving or investing. It's like trying to fill a bucket that has several small holes in the bottom. The water level rises a little, but it never stays high for long. Because the account is technically current, it can feel like everything is under control, even when the total amount you owe hasn't really changed in years. Reason number 3 is not having a clear money system. Most people don't actually have a simple, written plan for their money. They just react to whatever bill is screaming the loudest this week. There's no rule that says, this amount goes to fixed costs, this amount goes to goals, and this amount is okay to spend. Without a basic system, every month feels like a new guessing game. You might check your bank balance, think I should be okay, and then hope for the best. But hope is not a plan. Money slips through the cracks on small, forgettable purchases and subscriptions you barely use. At the end of the month, you're left wondering where it all went. The good news is, you don't need a perfect spreadsheet or a complicated app. You just need a simple, repeatable rule for how your paycheck is divided, one you can actually follow in real life. So what can you do if you see yourself in this picture? Step 1 is to freeze your lifestyle for a while. That doesn't mean never enjoy anything again. It means this: if your income goes up, don't upgrade your lifestyle right away. Keep your housing, car, and core bills the same for 6 to 12 months, and use the extra money to attack debt or build savings. Even 1 year of doing this can put you ahead of most people around you. You won't see dramatic changes overnight, but you will start to feel something important: breathing room. Step 2 is to list your monthly payments and kill the worst ones. Take 10 minutes and write down every recurring payment. housing, car, insurance, subscriptions, and debt. Then ask yourself which of these give you almost no real value. Cancel or downgrade what you can, and focus extra money on your highest interest debt first. When one payment disappears permanently, that's like giving yourself a small raise. Step 3 is to use a simple money rule that fits your real life. For example, about 60% of your take home pay for must haves, 20% for goals like debt payoff and savings, and 20% for everything else. You can adjust the numbers, but the key idea is this: every dollar has a job. Most middle class Americans aren't broke because they're lazy. They're broke because the default settings of American life quietly push them there. If you change the system you use with your money, your results can change too.